Hi, this is Elizabeth Gearhart. I'm here with Richard Lau of logo.com. Hi, Richard.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Hey, so I need a logo, cats who wear hats. What can I do?
Well, you've come to the right place. So at logo.com, as the byline says, we can make a great logo in minutes. There's no special skills. You don't have to know Photoshop. You don't have to have a design, diploma. There's we do all of the hard work and all of the heavy lifting for you. So we make it as it's a fine balance between design and having the complicated tools and having simplicity and delivering simple, creative, clean, professional logos. And so spend just hundreds and hundreds of hours developing the different designs and the different algorithms that create the unique designs for your logo. And so while it looks simple, there's a lot going on in the background that you don't need to worry about. It's a big black box spinning up hundreds of Amazon web servers. But what it ends up being is just a very simple and easy flow. And so happy to walk that through with you today for, what was it? Cats who wear hats?
Cats who wear hats.
Okay, let's dive right in. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So as you can see, logo.com, simple. You just head to logo.com and then type in cats who wear hats. And as simple as that, click on make your logo. And what's going to happen is it will take you into the editor. And, the first couple of steps, we have a couple of questions. Do you have a slogan? If you don't have a slogan, you can actually use that to split up your long business name. So we could put, wear hats and just have cats who as the business name. But for now, let's just skip it. And then we'll go into the ideas lander. And so we are in the background spinning up a different server for each one of these and having conversations. When you're designing a logo with a designer, you're having conversations like what font, what font or what icon, what colors, etc. And so what we're doing right here is we're presenting you with what we call ideas, and these are just an infinite scroll, right? And you just keep going down. And it's just like, what do I like? What don't I like? What grabs my eye? And so you can click on and favorite any designs that you like.
So
we have many designs that have no icon. So a lot of people are like, oh, you know what? I like all of these. You've got this one where it's touching. It's a rectangle with it touching. Here is also a square where it's touching. This is just the words. And so, a lot of people like the icons. And so let's just jump in here with this one. So it takes you from ideas to icons. And so then we can say, well, you know what? I don't want it on the right. Maybe I want it on the top. And so then we'll move it over to the top for you. We can even have it on the bottom, but most people tend to like it on the left or the right. And so then you can either say, well, what size do I want that icon to be? Extra small or extra large. Let's try, and you're just trying it. Try the different sizes. Now, obviously, let's search for a better icon here. And so we've got 2 million icons to choose from, and so it's just a very simple click, and we build it for you. So you can just click around and say, which one do you like? Some of these cats look a little crazy. I'm just now looking to see, is there a cat wearing a hat? I don't see a cat wearing a hat. But I love this cat personally. And so, then you're going on to the next step, which is choosing your colors. And you can choose the colors individually, or you can scroll through and choose a predefined color palette. Some of them look better than others, but it's up to your personal choice on what it is you want to achieve in your colors, or if you've got predefined colors already. Now, some people already have their colors chosen, and they have a particular color in mind, and it's a Pantone color with that's predefined with an actual hex number. And so you can go in and you can type that in if you wanted to, or you can type in the RGB color, or you can use a color picker. And so let's say right now we're modifying the business name, and so we could change it to an orange. And if you wanted to, you can actually then drag it to a different color. And we're saving it. That's what you see. The blur is we're saving it just in the background. It's done server side so that we are able to have it saved if there's ever an instance where you need to come back to us and say, hey, what was that logo that I was working on when my session ended? Contact customer service, and we were like, here's the last logo that you were working on. Whereas a lot of our competitors just put it on what we call the client side, and it doesn't have that saving ability. And so we I think white actually looks the best here. We can change the slogan. So now let's just go into our fonts / text section, and we give you the name of the font, which is important, so that if you are wanting to have your other material that you're creating on your website or in print media, and your printer's like, well, what's the font? Well, here is the font, and the font name is available to you when you and we can actually include the font when you're purchasing packages, or we show you where you can download it. And so that's a very valuable package to have, knowing what your font is rather than just seeing what your font is. And so we're very open, very transparent. Again, it's an infinite scroll. We have many different fonts to choose from, and it's really to your personal taste. So this is the one I'm liking. I'm obviously running through this, but I will let you take over the editing before you do a final download. And we're editing the business name. So if you wanted to edit a slogan, we could put in
meow.
Yeah, meow. Oh. And so you can see now there's I typed it in all uppercase, not all uppercase, but sentence case. Title case. Getting my cases confused. And rather than having to retype it, you can just hop on in and change the case, right? So you can sentence case would just be the M. The first M would be capitalized. Title case, the first letter of each word is capitalized. And we can change the alignment. So this one is stretching it out. If we decide, well, let's put it in the middle, or you can have it aligned onto the right or the left. I like that. And again, you can go in and choose different the fonts if you're wanting to narrow them down. But I think that's looking pretty good. Let's go into adjust your design. Now that we've picked the font, we've picked the icon, we've set a slogan, we then say, okay, well, it's not quite the same as ideas where their ideas were vastly different. Now it's like, okay, let's show you all of the different designs in different configurations. So it's using your font, it's using your colors, it's using your icon, but it's using different layouts. And so you can then see, oh, you know what? Actually, I really do like that, the cat in the circle. And so that's where we're at right now. And you're like, oh, you know what? Maybe the one on the right hand side. I'm really liking the line through the side. Or you can just be like, you know what does that look like? That's pretty cool. That's a very popular design, very modern, having a lot of white space. We see this a lot in finance and real estate. But here we're with cats. So let's go back to a more fun one. I really like the one we had up earlier. This guy.
Yeah.
Now, again, you can skip back to any of these previous steps. So if we're like here, and we're like, oh, you know what? I want my icon larger. And I want to try it on the right-hand side. So I'm like, yeah, I'm liking that. And I could say, well, what size? What does it look like extra large? I think that's too large. Let's go default. Default is pretty good, but large just the cat is almost like he's coming in out at you. And then you go into preview, and you can see what your logo is going to look like, on a T-shirt or on business cards or on an app or postcard. And we're as I said, I couldn't have told you that the font of the slogan was Shivo bold italic, but here it is. We're telling you right here. We give you all of the colors so that you know exactly when you're doing embroidery work. It's extremely important. If you're putting that on a baseball cap or a T-shirt, they want to know, the printer wants to know exactly what the color is. You can't just show them a picture from your monitor. And so, we're going to show you what it looks like on business cards. We've got all kinds of great business card designs. And, so we're giving you an idea of what it would look like. And so then you just click through to purchase your logo. Our kits are one-time fees. That's not a monthly fee. It's $19.99, $59.99, $99.99. The starter kit is our most popular kit. It includes a free domain name, so you can then go get your catswhowearhats.tech or .com, .info, .online. And we include pre-sized images so that it just saves you time. So if you're just needing a logo and you just need it to go in the top left corner of your website, grab the basic kit. If you're going to be having a Facebook account, a Twitter account, LinkedIn, Instagram, then grab the starter kit. It has all of the social media icons and profile photos in pre-sized versions so that you don't have to spend your time resizing everything. And then, for a complete kit, that's if you're needing your business cards, and we're going to be also having letterhead, but it comes in your different, Adobe Illustrator files, so that you can then open up the file and make further adjustments if you wanted to, as also in PDF. And so, as you go up the tiers, it's just more things included. And what we're really looking at is like, how do we save time? How do we save you time? And so we're, when you're in that starter kit, you're getting dozens and dozens of pre-sized files, so that you don't have to open up your image in, Preview or Paint or, Adobe and make that a slight adjustment. It may only be 5 minutes, but 5 minutes multiplied by, 8 social media accounts is a lot of work. And so if we can save you time, that's what our goal is. And so, that's the easy way to do it. You can check us out on Trustpilot. We've got 5-star reviews on Trustpilot. I think it's actually 4.9. And if you want, you can add a website. So it may just, what we're trying to do is help businesses and small business owners get onto the internet as quickly as possible. So we include a free domain name. If you want, you can get a website right here. That is obviously a monthly charge because there's the ongoing fees. to our third-party provider, and it includes a website builder. And so then if you do decide to go with the website, we include the domain and the logo for free. And so then it's just that monthly charge. If you decide that you just want to go with the logo package and skip the website, then it's just that one-time fee, and we make it simple and easy. And as soon as you click finish and buy, our generator creates all of the files so that they're available to you instantly in your logo.com dashboard. And that's my long answer. Sorry, I just, so I do get carried away. I live and breathe logos. We're really excited about this product. But yeah.
Well, that's really awesome. So I do have a couple questions for you. What if I chose the lower level, the basic level, the $19.99, and then I'm going to do more, and somebody says, well, do you have your vector image? I'm like, what's a vector image? I can't tell you how many times I've had to have my vector image. And they're like, well, your vector image is the image that we can make big or little without it getting fuzzy. So do you have your vector image? So could I go back and get that by paying?
Absolutely. That's a great question. And yes, you can simply go to the dashboard at logo.com, and then you will see a link to upgrade to the starter kit, or upgrade to the complete kit, or even add a website. And so at any point you can come back and upgrade, and you're not paying $59.99, you're paying the difference. So we only want to sell you what you need. So, by all means, start with the basic kit and then upgrade to the starter kit, or start with the starter kit and then upgrade to the complete kit. But yeah, the domain name is included with the starter kit. It's not included with the basic kit. But yeah, a lot of people do come in and buy the basic kit and then upgrade to the starter kit.
Right. I mean, especially if you've never done this before. So you find out quickly find out you need more, right? Once you get going. So for the website.
Exactly.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was saying, or you start with the basic kit, and then someone asks you to set up your social media accounts, and then you spend 20 frustrating minutes trying to figure out what size it is. Just come back to logo.com, upgrade, and we've got it ready for you. And then it just saves you that time and frustration. You've got better things to do than to play around with image sizes.
Right. So if I wanted all those social media icons and profile photos, say for Fireside, now I have the colors that Fireside is. Could I upload Fireside into your, like I have the EPS file, the vector, could I upload that into here?
We don't have that currently, but that is an interesting idea where we would allow people to upload their logo into our system and then have it, generate through our packager to create all of the dozens and dozens of file images, also the mock-ups, and even create your business card. So that is something that we have talked about. We do not currently have that, but it's definitely under consideration.
Awesome. I mean, I could probably reproduce this in your software if I may need to for social media. We'll see. And then the other question is what kind of website is it? Is it WordPress? Is it Squarespace?
It's a Duda website, DUDA. It's a Duda website with their site builder. They're one of the largest site building providers, and they partner with all of the top web hosting companies. And so when we went through our due diligence to choose the site builder, we decided to go with Duda. And
so who hosts it then?
It's hosted on the Duda servers, which is tied in with a distributed CDN content distribution network. So it has extremely fast speeds globally. It's not on logo.com servers. We're the logo provider, and we provide the interface to Duda, so you don't need to have multiple relationships. What we're trying to do is make it as quick and as easy and as cost effective as possible for people to get online.
So is Duda a drag and drop format?
Yes. Yeah, it's a WYSIWYG drag and drop website builder.
Okay, so for somebody that's never done this before, that's just starting out, this is a great place to start.
Exactly.
Really,
You know,
because you get things you don't even know that you need, but you'll find out that you need them later. And then, you know, the domain name and then the drag and drop websites are really nice is to start with because you could do it all yourself. And yeah, this is really awesome. How long have you had this going?
so we've been working on logo for just over a year, but we believe in continuous improvement. So some of the features that you seen today were added in the last month. So we're constantly taking in customer feedback, and we're constantly updating and improving our editor and adding in new features, especially to the starter kit and the complete kit. When we have a customer who says, "Hey, I'm spending time doing this, or can you help me do this?" Then, instead of just doing it for that one customer, we take it back to the team and say, "Hey, what can we do to apply this to all of our previous customers and all of our future customers?" So we're constantly striving to deliver ridiculous amounts of value so that the price points are an absolute no-brainer.
It is a ridiculous amount of value for what you're giving people, because I have done websites, I'm not a website designer by any means, but I've done websites myself in Wix and other places. I have obviously my website for Fireside. So if somebody is brand new and never had to torture themselves with this kind of stuff before, do you have instructions anywhere? Do you have YouTube videos or anything that explains how to do it? Or is it, it seems so easy to me, but
yeah, it's very intuitive. We have written articles, and we are just starting on our Loom-based YouTube videos. And so they aren't published yet, and they're very much conversational. It's really myself or one of our other team members just walking you through and talking about it. So they're not highly polished. It's more like you're calling up a friend and saying, "Hey, can you explain this to me?" And we're just going through those. And we're trying to keep them down to less than 10 minutes each. So we'll break them out into different steps, like how to adjust your icon or how to navigate the dashboard. But like you say, we really strive to make it intuitive so that it's very simple and easy to use. And we have tutorials that pop up along the way. So when you come to logo.com for the very first time, you will see a tutorial pop up that walks you through the editor.
Well, that's nice. And then if there's a problem, it's easy to contact your customer support. You said you get a lot of feedback.
Yes. We use a system called Intercom. And so it's a chat system for our customers, chat, email. We do talk with our customers via phone as well, but generally it's over chat and email.
Excellent. So for anybody who's starting a business, or even anybody who already has one, like if I start Cats Who Wear Hats for an Instagram channel, I do want a logo for it, right? So I would use this, and I would probably, like if I were going to use this, I would get the starter kit, mainly because I want the vector version of the image, and I want all those social media sized images. That's huge. Like, I don't think people who haven't done this before realize how much value there is to that, right?
Yeah. And, it saves you so much time. It's amazing how much time you can, and frustration that you can spend trying to figure out what size does my provider want. We've seen actual logo integrations with website builders where the site builder sends you off to a logo maker, and the logo maker provides you with a logo size that doesn't work with the site builder that you just came from. And as a logo builder, we're like, what are you guys doing? Like, you can't even use the logo that the site builder is sending you off to use. And so it's like, you don't if you're just getting one size image, then it'll work fine in the left top corner of your website. But if you're going to need to get out into social media, either you're going to do the work, or just save yourself a few hours and get the starter kit.
Absolutely. Well, this is fabulous. And, it isn't that old, so people don't know about it, but I'm assuming a lot of people are going to be using it. And you do have a lot of people using it already, right?
Yeah, we have a lot of people using it. We have a counter on our main page that says how many logos we've generated, but that includes all of the ones that we're generating when people are in their infinite scroll. But those we are generating thousands of logo ideas every day, and it's a artificial intelligence system, so it learns from what people are clicking on and selecting so that it gets smarter and smarter to be able to present to you the color schemes that are popular and attractive, and as well as font choices. So our system is self-learning.
So if I want to can I set up an account and save what I've done without buying it? So like, if I want to do a logo and then show it to like my marketing person and get their blessing on it, probably not, but maybe show it to my best friend or something, so I can set up an account and save it and then go buy it later, right?
Yeah. For this demo, I was already logged into my account on logo.com. But if you weren't, then yeah, you would be prompted to log in. You can log in using Google or Facebook, or create an email-based account. And then you just simply save it to your favorites. And then it's always there. And then you can come back. You can share it and share it via copy it to your clipboard or send an email, and then send it out to other people so that they can give you feedback on your color selection or your icon choice, or it's made to be shared. And yeah, definitely you can favorite a number of different ones. So that you can see, these are designs that I've used. For other clients that we were looking at. But yeah, you can see that I saved 4 cats with hats recently, and so that's the it's definitely easy to share. You just bring up the one you want and then click copy to clipboard, and then send that off. So then you would be able to have this come up and show your logo to other people.
That's awesome. So this is amazing. I know there are other logo making programs, but I haven't seen this before, because I fooled around like with my logo here on different logo making programs. I didn't see any before, one that let you have the different sizes for social media. I think that's completely new, right?
Yeah.
And so that made it so easy to get the website to go along with it. I mean, this is pretty powerful for anybody starting out, or even even marketing people, like it anywhere, right?
Absolutely. So yeah, whether you're just a beginner, or whether you're an agency or a site builder, you're building sites for clients, we have a powerful system for you. And so we're excited about it, and obviously our customers are as well. If you check out the reviews on Trustpilot, you can see that we get glowing reviews, because we really strive hard to over deliver the value to our customers.
Excellent. And just quickly, for people that don't know you, that maybe haven't used your other products, you also did resume.com, which was wildly popular with people.
Yes.
And so, if you want that same level of expertise, you have something to compare it to. So
yeah. So yeah, with resume.com, we took a category defining domain name and built a business around it, a resume builder. And over about 7 years, we built up a client base of 4 million resumes. And then it was purchased by Indeed.com, which is the largest job board in the world. And so, yeah, now we took a small break, really took a summer off, and then jumped back in with Logo.com and doing the same thing, where we've identified a problem, identified a gap in the market. And so, if your budget for creating a logo is, of around $500, which is the majority of the market, then we feel that we can deliver that to you for a fraction of the price.
And I feel like people love to use their own creativity when doing their logos too, right?
Yeah.
So it allows you to use
And
creativity endlessly.
exactly, the big challenge for us is how do you programmatically define what people want, and when they don't know how to describe what it is. And so that's why we have the infinite scroll. We have all of these designs that have been pre-done by designers and different aspects. So it's putting in the jigsaw puzzle pieces together from predictable conversations that you would have with a designer. And so we're taking those hundreds of different conversations and squishing them down into designs that we just present to you, so that you can just scroll through. And then as a human, you'll just have that X factor and be like, I like that. I don't know why I like that, but I like that. And so in an instant, you can then take that and then you can tweak it. You can tweak the icon, the colors, the placement, the text. But that general sense of attachment in the ideas folder is very, very powerful for humans. You're like, oh, I don't like that at all. But if you see that in a different color palette and a different font a little further down, then you might. And so rather than having that conversation of what color do you want, we're just like, let's just sit back and scroll. And you might be like, and rather than saying, do you want an icon or do you not want an icon? Why don't we just show it to you and let you decide based on what you see, rather than based on what you think you want before you've even seen anything. And so that's the power that we have. We do have this pause where it's loading, because we're actually spinning servers up and having these conversations and creating these ideas. Well, so it is a lot of work on our back end side, but it is worth it.
So I had two things. One, I liked the same logo that you liked, with the circle with the cat inside the circle.
Yeah.
It was funny. So like, you are using AI, you are understanding what visually appeals to people with your designs, and you've got that down. But then I wanted to ask you earlier that keywords television. How did television get under keywords for this, or how do those come out?
I think that was my own. I think that was cookied from an earlier search. So it should be cats, or look at that, television cats. Yeah, I think that was a cookied keyword from earlier.
But could you type anything you want in there for a keyword?
Absolutely. You could be like, let's go with hats, right? And so then we're in the ideas format, but we could be in. We can just choose one to start customizing, right? Customizing. And then we're in the icons, and we're looking for hats. It's better to do your icon changes within the icon
I see.
folder here.
This is so versatile. This is amazing. So people could come up with an original logo. I mean, because you just have so many different permutations in this.
Exactly. So yeah, we've got a lot of power under the hood here, and then it just allows you to make the choices and selections as you want them.
And you'll continually upgrade, as you said. You're continually adding new features to this. And if people haven't bought the package that has the features they want, they can upgrade, and then they just pay the difference. And wow, this is revolutionary in a lot of ways. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love this. So is there anything else that you want to say about logo.com? So I do want to point out, I had called it logos.com, but there's no S. And when we were talking, it's like, well, yeah, if you have a brand, you only want one logo because you want people to associate one logo with your brand. So that's why it's logo.com.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's, you know, it's self-explanatory. It's kind of like what do people expect to find at logo.com is a place to build logos. And so, you know, I encourage you to come. You know, there's so much you can do to design your logo before you hit a paywall. Really, you know, we don't want you to download a logo until you're completely in love with it. And so, you know, you can create your account, you can favorite, you can share, you can use it for idea generation. And it's only when you're downloading the high resolution files that we have you know, an ask. And really, you know, if we're not delivering value to you, then we don't want you paying us. So you know, please, I encourage you to try it out and tell us what you think.
And can I add one thing here from my intellectual property background? So you can have somebody run a trademark search and make sure that you have something original that isn't trademarked by somebody else before you buy it too.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, excellent value. Well, thank you, Richard.
You're very welcome.